What's happening, Stivers? I'm Zach.
I'm Jen.
And today we have a common, uncommon problem with poultry. And so we wanted to kind of show you all what to do if this ever happens to you.
Yeah, so we have 6 turkeys, right?
Yep.
This is our first time with turkeys, but I think we've narrowed down the issues. So let's go see and hopefully fix it.
Fingers crossed. So before we show you, if you're woozy to blood, you might not want to watch because there is blood involved. We believe we have a broken blood feather. And I should have brought my gloves. Put your head back in there.
Oh, please don't peck me, turkey.
Okay. Once we get her calmed down there. So as you can see,
Yep, you can see it broken off.
right there, she or another turkey,
This one.
yeah, has probably pecked it and
Or
broke
a chicken.
or a chicken and has broke that feather. And so it's interesting to think. So you might or might not know that there is a thing called blood feathers. Sometimes they're confused with pin feathers, but it literally is like an open faucet when these things break. They have blood that are circulating through them, and when, well, it hurts them. When they're broke, blood just pours out of them. And the turkeys are pecking Jen's boots. Yeah, so what you need to do is stop that bleeding. There's 2 different ways that you'll read about on Google. One says, absolutely don't pull out that feather. Another one says, absolutely do pull out that feather. And then stop the bleeding from there. So what we're gonna start with is cleaning the wound and applying some of Vaseline to kind of clog up the hole to see if that stops the bleeding. And then we'll go from there. If it doesn't work, we'll then pull the feather out of her. However, that is pretty painful for them and stressful event. So we're just gonna try to clean the wound, clean her up, clog it up to see if that stops the bleeding and if it heals. But if not, we'll have to pull the feather out. It's definitely that one.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how it's an open faucet. It's a
Right.
thick tail feather.
Calm down, calm down. Of course, these things kind of happen when it's the first day of true winter here in Kentucky. It's about 0 degrees out here, so we're all really numb, and it was really hard to record doing what we did.
Yeah.
But we cleaned the wounds. Excuse me. She ended up having 3 that were broke. So right now, all we did was we put some big blotches of Vaseline. Chickens don't like the taste of that, so they won't pick it. And also to try to help clog up the hole. And we've secluded her into our old, what do we call this thing?
It was a duck coop.
It was a duck coop, but it's like where we introduce new chickens outside from inside.
Right now it's a turkey hospital.
It's a turkey hospital because if you leave them in with your other flock, the other poultry is going to peck the
they're
wound.
relentless. They see something different and they can't help themselves. They have to peck it.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her about an hour. We'll come back out, check her, and see if the bleeding has stopped, and it's very much almost there. I think it's pretty much clogged as it is, which is fine. They'll grow back and be okay. But this is one of those things that kind of happen. If she does not get better and the bleeding is still pretty active, we'll then have to pull those feathers out and then stop the wound, and then let new blood feathers grow back.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully the Vaseline works. If it doesn't, we'll go get some blue coat, but it's pretty good, so I think it'll clog it.
Right. Yeah, blue coat's also an option that you can do. It's spray. It's a little cleaner, but when you don't have blue coat on hand, this is what you can do to try to help stop the bleeding immediately.
Yep.
So we're going to go inside because it's freaking cold, and we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, update. Blood seems to be done, no longer bleeding / really slowing down. So I don't have fear of loss of blood or anything like that.
No, she's up. I mean, she's not laying down. She's not weak.
Right.
She's eating, so.
Yeah, it needs to heal.
Yeah.
It just needs to heal. So the thing about chickens though is they peck everything. So and we're also going to drop really, really low in temperature tonight. So we're putting them in our backyard.
Yay.
The things we do for our animals, folks. No, so we're going to put all the turkeys in our backyard.
Yeah.
And we're opening the door to the greenhouse. There's nothing in it because it's so stinking cold tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to put them in there and they'll have that for their house and they get to hang out in the backyard.
She just needs a few days for it to heal and then she can go back with everyone else.
Yeah, and the turkeys don't seem to pick on each other. We've watched them for several months now and they're family.
Yeah.
So they get to be together.
All right. Let's
Here we go.
Hi, turkey.
Turk, turk. They're my friends.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
We gotta get you better. Then
So-
you can go back with the others.
So then we can eat you.
No, but really, her tail is all dried up. It looks, well, you can tell it's pink now. It's dried, still bloody, but it's not bleeding anymore. So once it's completely healed, we'll wash it and clean it and all that stuff. But I think we stopped the bleeding, so
Woohoo!
that's good.
High
Yeah,
five.
High five. All right, let's go, Turk Turk.
Cat, you better get out there.
What you think? Yeah, a lot of grass in here.
Wow. These are like 40-pound birds.
Are they big? Heavy? Well, hello, Turk Turk. Whoa! Goodness. Make sure they don't peck each other. Then there's Cat, so that'll be interesting. Number 3, coming in. Woo! Are you a Tom? I think you're a Tom. Oh, there's the Tom over there. Oh my goodness. A pretty boy. Number 4. Woo! Join your friends. I'm positive they're really enjoying the grass in here. Oh, number 6 coming in. Goodness.
Here's number 5.
Oh, number 5. My bad. One more. And number 6. Finally in.
They're heavy.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. They're going to fill a freezer up. Good.
Aw,
My gosh.
we love our little turkeys.
So it has been a few days, and the turkeys are in the backyard, and they're becoming our best friends. So where is the other one? Oh, this is on. The one with the blood feather right here is doing absolutely fantastic. The blood has dried up. She is, thanks to the calendula salve. So we had mentioned, it's honestly been about 3 days. We got really busy this weekend, and so we just been watching them, having them in the backyard. They've been sleeping in the greenhouse, just enjoying their pecking around all that stuff. They've been in the tilled garden, which has been great, and just kicking it around. So major benefit there. What is it doing?
I don't know.
They're trying to eat the table.
They're fun.
They are fun. So we checked her about every hour and saw how the feather was doing, and it has completely stopped bleeding. The red you're seeing is just the dried blood. Old dried blood. But the blood feathers are no longer bleeding, and they're healing themselves, and the new feathers are growing back in. So that is great. Natural. No, that's not the word I'm trying to say. I'm trying to talk about like
Natural healing.
yeah, but natural healing, I guess, would be if you did like remedies. But nature took its course, I think is what I'm trying to say. And it was one of those where it could be a serious injury, but she was able to take care of herself. The blood clotted, everything was fine.
Yep.
If it didn't, if you are in the situation and it doesn't, you need to pluck that feather out and then heal the wound from where the feather comes, because it'll still bleed, but the faucet is no longer on, if that makes sense. So just take some tweezers, pull it right down at the base, pull it out, rub, what's the blue stuff?
Blue coat.
Blue coat on it, or Jen's calendula salve, apparently. But when we say calendula salve, like Vaseline.
Yeah.
Right, so a very high petroleum jelly kind of thing, put a bunch of it on there, and that'll help kind of seal it in. So that's your 2 options to really heal it. She's doing great. Your biggest fear is blood loss. It's over. So we're just keeping them in here. We're just gonna let them live in the backyard.
Yeah, they're fun.
We don't really have much of a garden in here right now. We have what we do have is under the hoop houses of the window, and then our garlic, which is my only fear, but they've left it alone somewhere. They better leave it alone. But they have 1 more month. Blood feather might get a pardon.
Yeah.
I'm getting really, really fond of the turkeys. I love them. They're starting to gobble.
Yeah.
And so, but they have 1 more month left, and the chickens, they seem happier without them, and we don't want them pecking old blood feather's wound. So we just have pets in the backyard now. But that's it for this video. We just wanted to show you all, if you all ever come across this, what it might be, what it is, how to treat it. So I hope this helped someone that may be going through this or had had it and now you're aware. But I think this is where we leave you.
I think so. We're just going to enjoy the turkeys, and we love y'all.
Yeah, until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
For my old Kentucky home far away.
No, I have her.